Afternoon, everyone. How are you doing today? So in this video, what I'm going to do is I'm going to talk about how I successfully turned $7,000 into almost $200,000 in about 20 months. This is an exciting journey. It is a journey that starts as an investor, becomes a trader, and ultimately becomes a gambler. This is a story of reflection, a story that does not end well, but I share it with you because A, it's a lesson learned for me, but I am truly hoping that someone out there that hears this message that has had tremendous success off of the March lows in 2020, hears my story, looks in the mirror, and takes action. Trust me when I say to have started with $200,000 instead of my small little 80% loss in real estate, my life would have been different. I had I had done something at a young age that nearly no one in my family had ever done, and then I blew it. So this is going to be an honest reflection. If you like these kinds of things, if you liked honest content about investing, money, maybe you like your daily financial news, do me a favor, hit the thumbs up and also hit subscribe, because one rental at a time, we do original content. We do all of our content live, no editing. I just don't have the time for it. So most of my presentations will be directly live on YouTube, or I will simply record it on Zoom like I am now and upload it the same day. So if you like that, just straightforward stuff, give me a thumbs up and also subscribe. So let's share my story of how I turned 7,000 into nearly 200K. It's a fun story. It's a story that, again, doesn't end well, but again, hopefully my pain becomes your saving grace. So again, we're going to walk through the journey. We're going to talk about all the different iterations. But again, this is a story of a young man who starts with 7 grand and is without question an investor. I then get on a hot streak, or what I now identify as a hot streak, and my investing discipline turns into trading. Then my hot streak continues and I go from trading to gambling. And yes, once you are gambling, the casino, in this case, the stock exchange, will eventually win, and it will crush you and crush you quickly. And this is my story. So again, while it is impressive to turn 7 grand into 200, it is equally impressive to lose 80% of that in a couple of short weeks. Yes, 80% I lost in a couple of short weeks. I like to say, and I'll say again later, that investors make money like stairs, but they lose money like elevators. And man, that is true. You will see that I stair-stepped my way to profit, and then wham, the elevator came and I couldn't get out of the way and I was toast. So one of the things that I wanted to create this video again is I see lots of things that remind me of 99 and 2000. I see very stretched price to earnings ratio. I see companies like Snowflake selling at 150 times earnings. I was trading companies back in the day that had no way of making a profit, and yet they were flying high. Those were bad investments, but boy, they were fun to gamble on. The stocks that I was making money on in 99 make Hertz look like a good company. So believe me, I get it. If you want to gamble with airlines and cruise stocks, who am I to say? I did it, I profited, and then I didn't. And then the market kicked me in the nuts, and I have felt stupid for 20 years. So ask yourself, have you had a great run in the market? Have you ridden the March lows really well? Have your success since March just been momentum? Have you just profited because the Fed has injected liquidity and you are sitting in the ownership side of the K-shaped recovery? If so, don't be like me. I got cocky, I got arrogant, and I got stupid. I was like, I can do no wrong. Everything I touches turns to gold. I went from buying stocks to trading on margin to buying options. And I had no idea what I was doing. I understood the vocabulary. I have an MBA and accounting background, so I get it. But I had lost my focus on investing. And I was an addicted gambler looking at the market, looking to trade in minutes, hours, and days. I get it. There's a lot of talk on TV about the Robinhood traders. Boy, 20 years ago, I'd have been the king Robinhood trader. I was in and out and having fun. It was a party. So this was kind of my story. I started with cheap stocks. Think dollar stocks, think sub 10 bucks. Then I found the momentum. The .com trades became hot, and I traded .com stocks without knowing a thing about them. Pets.com, Webvan, just Excite, companies that no longer exist. But boy, they were fun to run. Then when you get a little bit of success and you find margin and you realize that, hey, my trading account will let me buy twice as many stocks. I just have to go on margin. Of course I want to do that. I could do no wrong. I might as well double my returns. Oh, stupid. And then, I can do options for pennies. Come on, let's do options. And one option is 100 contracts. Oh my God, give me 10. Folks, I get it. I've been there. I've profited. I understand the addiction and the adrenaline and the eye-popping returns. Trust me, I've been there. Do you feel like you can't lose? Like, do you feel you can turn on your computer, pick some 3-letter stock with no thought, and boom, you're a winner? Do you still call yourself an investor when you're randomly picking stock symbols? Have you turned from being an investor to a trader? Or worse yet, are you a leveraged gambler? There are some people out there that like to gamble. And when the sports world is closed, it is fun to gamble. And when the market is going off the bottom since March, it is easy to be cocky and arrogant and show big returns because stocks only go up when the Fed comes in with trillions of dollars. Trust me, it won't last, and it's about to turn bad. Do you feel like a genius? Are you arrogantly calling Warren Buffett an idiot? Do you think you're the next Sam Zell? Do you think you're whoever the greatest trader is in your day? First off, calling yourself a hot investor is wrong, but I did it. I went from being an investor to a trader to a leveraged gambler, and I loved every day of it until I didn't. Did you just catch a huge upwave and get lucky? Can you look yourself in the mirror and say, hey, I did something unique. I have a unique way of approaching my market, and I'm going to keep doing this no matter what? Or did you just get lucky? Did you make some trades into a market before the Fed came in and bailed everybody out? Got to look yourself in the mirror. So here's how my journey went, as near as I can tell. It doesn't start out great because I started with just cash and stocks, but then you can see where the big jumps are. You can find margins, and margin trading went to options. So 7 became 12, 12 became 21, 21 became 58. And let's be clear, when I was at 58K, that is more money than I had ever seen in one account. I had never seen that kind of money. I came from an area where my parents didn't make 58K for many of the years that I was a kid. That was more money than my parents made combined for many years. And yet I kept going. 58 became 79, 79, 104, 104, 152. And boom, that final pop from 152 to 198. Hot market, could do no wrong. Investor, trader, leveraged gambler. This is what I call stairs. Investors make money in stairs. Then they get cocky they go leveraged, they go options, and then stuff turns around. Boom, 24, 36 hours, 198 becomes 137. Margin calls, margin crushed you. 137 becomes 83, caught you again. You tried to buy the dip. It wasn't a dip. It was a rip your face off rally to the downside. Then you move your money because you're not, this 83 to 40, I felt like I had to be invested. I was out of the market. I had 83 grand in cash. It was more money than I'd ever seen, except for 198 and 137, of course. But 83 grand, that would have been awesome. But I felt like I had to be invested. This is the final lesson. Sometimes it is okay to sit on cash and do nothing. But when I was much younger, I was like, I can't be in cash. I'm getting no return. I must be invested. Let's go find a safe investment, like a telephone company. And boom, WorldCom's a big freaking fraud. And I'm dead. Done. Go back. Stairs, elevator. Stairs, elevator. Get it? This is going to happen. But you can get out. You can take some chips off the table. So, taking a profit is not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. Take your initial capital off. Take half off the table. Are you trading on margin? Are you trading on margin and hot stocks? Trust me, these trading desks are going to up the margin requirements, and some have already started, I believe. Are you freaking cocky? Are you an arrogant investor slash trader slash gambler who got lucky? That's dangerous. Most people are going to win like stairs and lose like an elevator. Man, it took me 18 or 20 months to turn 7 into 198. It was weeks to turn 198 into 40. Oh, and I go back to that 80 some grand I could have had just sitting in cash. What an idiot. Why did I have to be fully invested? I wish I could have just been there. So at the end, again, I share this story with you because my pain hopefully saves you or someone you know. I think there's still time. I think the Fed has come in and bailed out the market. I think many of you have been gambling and you got lucky. You got lucky. Hey, I'd rather be lucky than good. Believe me, if I can go back and take my 7 to 198 and get out, boy, I love that. Oh, been great. But just go back and watch this because you can win like stairs and lose like the elevator. All right, everybody. Hope this helps. Bye.